You're watching and listening to the Electronic Intifada Livestream. I'm Ali Amer, here with my colleague Nora Barrows-Friedman. Despite everything we've gone through in Gaza over the past year and a half, the situation has not been as hellish as it has been in these last difficult days. I've never had such terrifying daily experiences. Warplanes shaking my home, shooting from low-flying aircraft that sounds like it will hit our roof, non-stop artillery fire from tanks until now. Those words were written by Ruwaida Amer in an article published by the Electronic Intifada this week. For the past 3 weeks, the Israeli army has occupied the so-called Morag corridor in southern Gaza. It aims to cut off the entire southern city of Rafah, which lies mostly in ruins, from Khan Yunis and the rest of Gaza to the north. Just like the so-called Netzarim corridor, which Israel established south of Gaza City, the Morag corridor is named after an Israeli settlement that existed there for decades until Israel was forced to withdraw its colonists from the interior of Gaza in 2005. Ruwaida Amer has lived in Al-Fukhari neighborhood east of Khan Yunis for more than 2 decades. In her article, she describes her family's life before and after that Israeli settlement was removed. We got our vegetables and fruits directly from the land, both our plot of land and the land around us. Our friends who owned land in this area shared their produce with us, oranges, lemons, and other fruits. Ruwaida recalls Al-Fukhari with fondness. I loved the pure air and the way it would become blanketed in green and flowers during spring. But the occupation constantly casts a shadow over us, she writes. When we still lived in the camp, we would see soldiers from a distance of only a few meters as they patrolled behind the iron fence of the settlement across from us. What Israel now calls the Morag corridor was a short distance from Ruwaida's childhood home, an area she recalls for its natural beauty and abundance. Throughout this genocide, Ruwaida has continued to work while she and her family try to survive. Among her extraordinary contributions over the last few months is the work she did as Gaza producer for the Encampments, an intimate portrait of the global student movement ignited at Columbia University in the spring of 2024. We'll be talking about that a little later with Kai Pritzker, who co-directed the Encampments. But first, we're so pleased to be joined on the Electronic Intifada livestream by Ruwaida Amer.
Hi,
Hello.
Ruwaida. It's so good to see you.
Ruwaida, thank you so much for joining us. It's really our honor and our pleasure for you to be on the
Thank you.
live stream.
Thank you so much.
And in that article that you wrote for us that we published just this week, you wrote, "These are the most terrifying days yet. What do you want the people who are watching and listening to us to know about the situation where you are now and in Gaza more generally? What's happening around you?"
Yes, I want to say something about this war. From the beginning of this war, I hope it to stop very fast, to finish in just for 2 weeks, 1 week, a few days, and to stop. But it took a long time, like more than 16 months. So every day, yeah, I want to talk about myself. It's be very long, and I want to stop. I wanted this war to stop very fast because what remembered my memories before the war, because the life in Gaza, it was totally different between before and after the war. So all my thinking about when this war will finish, because day by day the situation will be very bad, very hard, because there is pumping around us, because they're pumping everywhere in Gaza. There is nowhere peace or safe for anyone. So we want to be in safe. So we want to be to stop this war. Okay, so that's my thinking. So when I wrote any article, I feel like I missed my last days. I lived in the same days before, like what I wrote in my last article. So The situation here is very, very hard. There is no food, there is no water, there is money. We lose money, children by pumping, by hunger. So uh, here, the situation is very terrible, and nothing changed to the best. No, to the worst. So this is our worry day by day, because the war is not to stop, but there's bombing continue with very hard, not just today is good, tomorrow, like yesterday is bad. No, every time is hard for me, for the people in Gaza, because there, as I told you, there is just bombing, no save, no water, no food, no anything, no life.
But
Ruwaida.
you're continuing to work, Ruwaida. You've never
Yeah.
stopped working. Why is it so important for you to continue to try to convey to the world what is happening in Gaza? I want to say you have been working with us at the Electronic Intifada now for more than 7 years, and we're very proud of the work that you do. And you do so much reporting with so much energy. How do you keep up that energy with the situation like this?
Yeah, the work during this situation is not easy, by the way. Okay, as I told you, there's no safe. So move between the areas in Gaza Strip, it's not easy. This is the first thing. Second thing is I used to write about the positive side, about good. Maybe you know that because I work with you for a long time. So, you know, I'm looking for good stories, positive stories. Also in my documentaries, my films, my stories, my video stories, I looked for a positive side. Also during the war, when I focused on my stories, I want to write about the children. I want to write about the students. I want to write about the school. And the work is one of the way I can to like escape to the work and just think in my work, because if I will think about what's happening around me, I will lose my mind. Always I said this point. If I want to think about what's happening around me, I will lose my I will
Yeah.
got to be crazy, by the way, because I can't accept or I can't believe how we are living now. Because always I said when we were before the war, we lived in good situation. We can find eat, food, we can find water like this. But now we are under a very hard situation. So the work it's not easy, but it's way to like forget what's happening around me. Also, maybe a lot of my articles about my personal experience. Okay, like how's my life before the war? How's my memories? How's my work as a teacher? Because I like my work as a teacher, and I always focus on the children, students, my work as a teacher before the war, and how I lose that during the war. So when I share an encampment film, I focus on the student universities, because I was a student university, and I know how this group need to study in their universities, study in good situation, not just the young people, also the children. So as I told you, the work during no connections, good, no internet, very good, no save, but we are working because always we used to be strong. I don't know how, but we always be that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, you know, you've been so diligent. You've, I mean, throughout this genocide, but also before it, you always, you know, managed to really paint pictures with your words, with your video, of daily life. And it, you know, like you said, like before the genocide, there was already, you know, 16 years of a siege on Gaza.
Yes.
And you know, so to go from that
And
to
we
what,
lived
yeah,
Okay, and we lived in just, it's not the first war in our life. No, we
Of
lived
course.
maybe during maybe more than 5 wars. Okay, but this war is totally different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and like we don't have any words can describe this war. I know we lived in siege for many years, and I have a lot of memories about it. And we lived in many challenges, suffering from everything. Okay, but not like this war. This war, it's totally different. This war is different story.
Yeah.
Okay, we lived in many. I know we lived in many wars, but not like this. No, this war, there's no life. Our life is like temporary, okay? But before this war, maybe the life is not very good, too much, a little bit, but better than no.
Mm.
So, uh, so we don't know if we are unsafe or not. We don't know if you will still alive or not. So this war, you can't describe it. So I want to tell you something. If I will write million stories, okay, it's not just one or two hundreds or thousands. There is no story can describe the situation in Gaza. When you come to Gaza, you will see the real situation, okay? And I think many people visited Gaza, like medical groups, said that by their interviews. What you see in the or what you watch on TV, it's not like the reality life in Gaza. So, as I told you, this war is totally different before.
Yeah.
Ruwaida, you mentioned, I mentioned that you've worked with us now for more than 7 years. And you mentioned
Yeah,
that in your work before this war and always, you try to focus on showing life in Gaza, showing positive things. And in fact,
yeah,
when you started working with us, I think it was in 2017, you started producing a number of videos, short documentaries about life in Gaza, aspects of life people don't usually see. For example, they include reports about a girls' football team, about
yeah,
musicians playing the oud, about a karate team for blind athletes. There was one about an artist who made these incredible sculptures out of matchsticks, Palestinian theater and puppeteers. We've put together this short clip which shows some of the scenes from some of those short documentaries that you made for the Electronic Intifada starting in 2017. We'll watch those together and then we'll get you to talk about them.
yeah. Also, I want to tell you,
Yeah, we'll watch them and then we'll get your comment. Let's go ahead and watch.
yeah, all the people we film, all the people we filmed with them during about the life, the peace life, want to live. They had, I don't know if they still alive or not. Okay, some of
Mhm.
them we lose them. Okay, but they had like dreams. They had a future they wanted to achieve many goals. So okay, we are living under occupation, under siege, but we have dreams. We like the life, so we want to live in peace. So there is, if you want to see all my documentaries, videos, you will see positive sides. There is intelligent and there is smart people. They thinking about how to like do things from nothing. Okay, like this we were under the siege, and this siege now during the war, it's no comment about it. No, nothing, no life under this siege. We don't have food to complete our time. So now I'm talking with you, and I feel like I will lose my mind because there is no good food to be strong enough. Okay, and this videos was were before the war. So about like positive people.
Mhm.
Drowsed, played music, play footballs, disabled people, and but they were played the football, basketball. So we have positive side, but we don't like the words. We don't like this situation. We want this word to stop. When the I want to say maybe this is the first time talk to you about this. This is when they stop the war, the ceasefire before 2 months. I feel like my soul back to me. I'm
Mm.
good. I can, yeah, I can talk with my colleagues. I can go to the north. You know, I'm in the south and I live in the south. But I like Gaza City. I like to go there. I shocked and surprised about the huge destruction in Gaza City, and I didn't know the streets and the places. I missed my school. I missed the streets. I asked the people, where is this school? Where is this place? Where is this bank like this? Because they changed the picture of Gaza City, but we are good because there is no pumping. Because I can go to anywhere in safe. My family don't worry about me. I can go to my work. I can make my stories, and I produce a documentary during this fire in Jabal camp. So I we try to back to our normal life. The people in Gaza Strip during ceasefire try to back to their normal life despite the huge destruction. They bought tents and back to their areas and looking for small or simple works, and step by step they wanted to back to their normal because we are loved the life. We want to live in the peace. The ceasefire for us and the end of the war, it's very big meaning for us. That's mean we are still alive. That means there's our children not worried, and our children back to their schools. They're simple schools without chairs, without tables, without boards. They like sit on the ground and look at their teachers, but they want to live. They want to complete their lives. They want to back to their studies. So as I told you, we want to back to our normal life, and I want to back to positive stories. I didn't
Mm.
find any positive stories during the war, by the way.
Mm.
All the stories,
Yeah.
it's very sad. So I'm trying to write about my memories because my memories is full of positive energy, positive sides, dreams, and I lose people in my memories, but may they are in good place now, better than this life.
Mm. Allah yarhamhum. We know how many people you and those around you have lost. And Ruwaida, you're an extraordinary journalist, and the articles you've written for the Electronic Intifada throughout this genocide are incredible pieces of writing, and we're very grateful for them. And the short documentaries you did for us over the years, starting in 2017, are incredible documentation of life in Gaza before this genocide. And as you said, we don't know about the fate of many of the people in those documentaries, and no doubt many of the places there are destroyed, but you preserved them. And I hope people will go to the Electronic Intifada's YouTube channel and go back a few years and watch those documentaries to know what Gaza was like, and hopefully will be again. We're all praying for a ceasefire. Ruwaida, just before you go, we know you have to go in a moment, but just before you go, I want to mention, as I did at the outset, that you are the Gaza field producer for the new feature documentary, The Encampments, which is now in movie theaters around the United States. We just want to really congratulate you on your extraordinary
Thank you.
work with that film. I
Yeah,
saw it. I told you this. I saw the film in the cinema in Chicago, and everybody around me, it was full. Everyone was so moved by it, especially the scenes of the people in Gaza that you filmed. And I just now, before you go, I want to bring on Kai Pritzker. He co-directed the encampments with Michael T. Workman. He's a journalist with Breakthrough News, which co-produced the encampments with Watermelon Pictures. And of course, the rapper Macklemore was the executive producer. So I just wanted to give you a chance to say hello to each other before you have to go, Ruwaida.
Yes, hello, how are you? Congratulations about your I saw many comments about the film, and as I told you, the people and the students, universities in Gaza, they were so excited for this film because they saw the people out Gaza support them, wanted the war to stop, and asked the rights of Palestinian in Gaza Strip. And when we filmed the stories in Gaza Strip, I was in so bad situations. I injured during this, and I evacuated my home. So when we filmed this story, the students, we filmed that with them in Gaza Strip. They were so excited to tell the people about their experience during the war because they lost their education or study in the universities, and their universities destroyed. All the universities in Gaza is destroyed, and they were trying to complete their study during online okay system, but it was so hard for them because there is no internet, there is no connection, and they wanted to tell the people during our film about this so bad experience, and they said thank you for the people who support their right to live in peace, to be in safe, and to back to their study in their university. So it was so great to film this part in Gaza during this war, and was so happy to receive many comments from all the people about this work, and any good comment support us to complete our work and uh, to ask every day, every time to stop this war and back to our safe and peace life.
Yeah, I mean, I just think I think anyone that's seen the film knows that all of the film would not be what it is without Rowaida's contributions, and every single shot from Gaza was shot by her and her team. And yeah, you helped bring the story to life, and you helped bring forward the truth of the encampments, which the students were always insisting on, which is that this movement was always about Gaza. It was never about anything but Gaza. And that's what the students wanted us to get across more than anything. They always told us this is not about us. This is not about our school academic careers or anything like that. We don't care about any of that. This is everything we do is for Gaza. And without Ruwaida, we wouldn't have been able to show that. We wouldn't have had a film. So we're just grateful for all the work. And yeah, we're going to continue sort of talking about it, and yeah, centering Gaza, as everyone has said.
Yeah.
Well, I second that. It's an extraordinary film in very large part thanks to the incredible work that Ruwaida and her team did in Gaza. And I hope many people will see it. And Ruwaida, we know you have to go. We're so grateful that you could spend some time with us today. And we hope to have you back. And we encourage people to read your latest article at the electronicintifada.net, as well as to check out the videos, the beautiful documentaries you've made over many years. And we are all praying for this war to end as quickly as possible, and for you, your family, and all your loved ones to remain safe. And come back and
Thank you
join
so
us
much.
again soon.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
thank you. Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, and I hope to hear very soon about good news to stop this war
Yeah.
and to live in peace and back to our normal life. My students and my school, I missed them too much, and I will keep working as a journalist as usual. Thank you so much, and much love and peace from Gaza.
Love
Thank
from
you so
all of us
much.
to you, Ruwaida,
Yes.
and to everyone in Gaza. Thank you.
Salam.